Hello guys and welcome to the channel. I am Marv. This is Readings by Marvelous Madame THRU. If you are catching this by way of my main channel that I've just mentioned, thank you so much for stopping by. If you are catching this intro by way of any of my breakout channels, which are as follows: Marvelous Taurus Tribe, Marvelous Cancer Tribe, Marvelous Libra Tribe, and Marvelous Capricorn Tribe. Thank you so much also for being here and checking out your video. I want to let you know, guys, since last week that I have tried to approach these readings this particular week that I'm mentioning, which is July 30th through August the 6th, several times. I have a schedule of when I upload things and when I do things, and I have a schedule of when I do everything else. Everything is on a schedule. And I am telling you that this week, nothing went the way that I wanted it to go in this block of time. Not only were we transitioning out of 1 month to another, there was a lot that went on this particular week. I know that there were some squares. I'm not going to get into too much astrology in the intro to keep it nice and short and sweet. But we did in this time frame experience a full moon in Aquarius. And regardless, guys, of where that actually hit you, whether it was personal or whether it was in any of the other 12 houses, this was the week of hell. For me, it just was a week of individuals needing me and me experiencing a lot of just not necessarily anything going wrong per se, like wrong, just chaotic from one thing to the next, from information coming in to information going out. It was absolutely hectic. So a lot of activity, a lot of breakups, a lot of things happening, from accidents to, fights, just things that I've heard, people getting robbed, like random things. It was crazy. Uranus is one of those disruptor planets. It shakes things out to the surface. It will disrupt, it will shake things up, and boy, it did not disappoint. There were a couple of things that went well. There was completely left blue, out of the blue, left field information that came in that I wasn't expecting. And more importantly, it was exhausting, if anything. So I apologize for your messages being late. So we're going to treat this as a weekly energy reading recap from July 30th through August the 6th. There were only a few of you that actually got readings that was, filmed, that was recorded on time. But no matter which way I turned last week, there was always some block. It was extremely frustrating. And sometimes it happens, I'm not going to go to the community tab and put anything up unless it's a technical issue and we're up and running like last week. That's another thing. Sorry, I repeated that 3 times. That's another thing. There's been a lot of heat related internet issues and things of that nature, guys. And that's typically summer. Like if you've been following me for a while, living in this desert, that's going to happen. Anybody that records weekly, it's going to happen. If that's all they do, if that's the only thing that they do, it's just record and they live out here in this desert, they may fare a little bit better than I. But it also, guys, is about, where they live and things of that nature. Just like no 2 people in your city or town gets the same internet, because it really depends on the infrastructure, which really depends on how they're getting it. I know that some parts of Las Vegas get things and other parts of Las Vegas doesn't get things, meaning, the infrastructure and the ground. And let's face it, it is Las Vegas. If you are familiar with the way things work out here in the little desert. But needless to say, I'm going to experience that until the summer is over. Every summer I go through some type of connectivity issue. It's been a little bit better this year than in previous years since I moved, but it's definitely still a thing. Internet seems to be a little faster in this pocket of the town. But needless to say, the heat does cause problems. The heat will fry things, and I'll get off that moving horse, that train. It's just been the week of hell. That's what I'm calling it. I hope that doesn't offend anybody because that's how I'm going to approach it, just because it wasn't necessarily about what happened to me. And it was basically all of my clients and people coming back needing emergency readings and that didn't necessarily take me away, but I was just so exhausted dealing with my own full moon and Aquarius week. Whatever happened 6 months ago finally coming to a full culmination. Things that need to be ended, acknowledged, or released. And boy, did it come. I am told that August starts out one way and then it ends another way. So that is that. I just wanted to give you guys a quick little intro. Like I try to do, especially when you do not see my hands. It has been a week for some of you. And if that is the type of week that you had, I apologize. I want, some people don't understand why I do intros. And there's a lot of individuals who don't understand, I don't understand. I've had a couple of individuals that don't understand why I say something. Anybody that is not pro communication and pro transparency, when a person gives you advice or gives you an opinion of how they just wouldn't have said anything, that is an individual who is not evolved in their thinking, because as a business owner, I don't owe anybody an explanation, but I owe you an explanation because I'm human. And if you can't humanize me and treat this channel and all of my other business ventures as a machine, because I've gotten so used to trying to be on time and honoring when things are supposed to go up, then you're not thinking realistically. You're not, because life happens. And I am never going to pull the wool over anybody's eyes and make it seem like this is the young and the restless. Everything happens and in 30 minutes is all taken care of like a sitcom. That's not life. And if you can't appreciate that, then these intros may annoy you. And that means that I'm not the reader for you. But everybody else, I like to be transparent and let you know what's going on. And some people definitely appreciate it. And I want your support. That's the reason why I tell you. I'm not fishing for compliments or wanting to be put on a pedestal. I want to be treated like a human being who just happens to have a gift and run a channel. And life happens. And that's exactly what happened last week. And I like to check in with you guys and tell you what I'm noticing and see if your week was even better. And a lot of times I'll get a lot of feedback from the intros. You guys will hit me up via text or send me an email and be like, Marv, it was this, it was that. And I listen. I appreciate that. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and end this right here. I am going to be calling this the weekly energy recap in each one of your readings. We're going to be covering July 30th through August the 6th. I'm going to tell you what could have happened in your energy for that week. And then you guys, by the time you get this video, your full moon and Aquarius video would come up. That was actually done, but there was so many things going on. It just took so long to upload. It was ridiculous. So everything will be done. And your videos now, the new week, which is going to be August the 6th through August the 13th. My intention is to have those up within the next couple of days. And hopefully, just hopefully, we will finally be on track. And I can actually sit down and hopefully we're out of the woods and I can sit down and you guys can see the hands and we can chit chat and go back to normal. My most important thing is that there is not a week that goes by where you don't get something. Even if that week has passed, I'm going to do a recap. I'm going to do something. I do not want gaps on my channel. That is a very hard thing to accomplish, especially when you do weekly uploads. but that is my promise and my commitment to this channel since I went to a weekly format, and that's that. Everything you guys need will be below in the description box for you and your collective. And if you need anything, if you are looking for a personal reading or whatever it is, if it's not below, email me readings@marvelouslamadame.com. 9 times out of 10, it will be below. Right now, for the remaining of the summer, what products are available, or what tarot readings are available for purchase, sessions, readings, appointments, whatever you want to call it, are the tarot text readings as well as the pre-recorded videos. We are not doing phone readings. We may resume that for the fall, but I'm still trying to figure that out. Needless to say, that's that. Hope this message, guys, finds you well and in good spirits. And I will see you guys in each one of your videos. Thank you guys for listening. Hello, guys, and welcome to the channel. I'm Marv. This is Readings by Marvelous Madame Tarot. We're going to be going ahead and going into your weekly energy reading. This weekly energy reading is going to carry you through weekly energy reading recap. It's going to carry you through the energy of July 30th through August the 6th. This is going to be for the beautiful sign of Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is for Aries. Aries, everything you need is below in the description box for you and your collective, in the pinned comment, or has been addressed in the intro of this video. Okay, well, you definitely have put your boundaries up. Very similar to Capricorn's reading. You're trying to have some fun, is what I'm seeing, Aries collective. You're trying to focus your energy on things that's going to give you pleasure, as you should. It's your life, and you have the right to live it the way that you want. You have put boundaries up. You have you are protecting yourself. You are in protection mode. You are not allowing anything. It's almost like no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Whomever has caused the struggle and the strife, they're not getting through. You're not going to allow it. You're not going to be bothered with it. Queen of Swords energy in your heart. So you have definitely placed strict and strong boundaries and have cut people off. You're deciding not to even allow yourself to go into an energy with anybody who is going to come at you a certain way. And I also see that you have cut off your feelings. You have restricted yourself. You have cut your feelings off with this Two of Swords. And right now you're not allowing yourself to feel. And it is a hell of a fight. You're going out. You're doing this because you feel like you have to do it too. So make sure that while you're doing this, that this is what you want to do because you need to do it. Now I'm looking at a King of Swords in the past. So this feels a little vindictive. It feels like whomever this King of Swords energy was that left, you're now in a Queen of Swords energy in your heart, or this is a person that you long for in your heart, because the divine feminine and masculine of the same suit is coming up in the past and in the heart. So this has read like other readings in this particular this week's energy, where there are some boundaries, some bottom lines, some things that have been realized, some things that obviously you and this past person or this divine partner agree with. You definitely are on the same page. However, you're not on the same page when those rules apply to one another. You guys are fighting the same fight, but you may not be using the same offensive or defensive strategies. And that is causing a lot of confusion. At the same time, there is a whole 10 of cups that you hold for this individual. And although you may have cut this individual off, at the same time, Aries, you love this person and this person definitely loves you. 10 cups full. Okay. So right now you have cut yourself off to how you're feeling. You could have felt like this was done to you. You definitely have drew your line in the sand and you just decided not to deal with it. There's no talking right now. You could have done this in the past, but I'm really feeling like with divine feminine and masculine energy, this is kind of where you are. You're trying to free yourself and take back control of your life and not be a prisoner to something. And you're doing that, but you're blocking out your feelings by doing it. So you are restricting yourself from feeling in order to do it, which means that if you feel 10 cups and you're trying to prevent yourself from feeling those 10 cups, it's not going to fare well for you, lovelies. So just keep that in mind. I do also have give your relationship a chance. You're being guided to work on this partnership. You really are. And let go of control issues. Those are what came out for you. I cannot make that up. In the past is very soon. So there was a timing issue. This feels like every single time you guys took a step forward, you took a step back. Question is why? When you are making your decisions based upon other people's behavior, you are never going to make them decisions. So you might as well stop it. Make decisions because you need to make decisions. Go and follow your own heart. If you are going to be waiting on somebody to come back and give you a specific sign or anything before you will move forward, a lot of times that's not going to happen because we are dealing with people. And that's just the nature of it. I'm also looking at healing family issues. So there's a lot of family issues that exist within your romantic energy, Aries collective. It is being guided that you will benefit a lot by forgiving your parents. Okay. I'm also looking at a 4 of Wands. This is somebody you wanted to marry. And you're trying to force yourself to walk away from a person, place, or like this person that you wanted to marry, and you were trying to control the narrative, them to you or you to them. There's a lot of things from the past that you need to heal yourself with anyway, but I'm telling you, blocking your emotions out is not going to get you there quick. No major arcanas this week. What does remain to me is stick out beside this north node and south node. Oh my. Beside this king and queen of swords is the fact that you're blocking your emotions out on this love that you have with this other person by going out and partying and kicking it with your friends. And that's not going to work for you. It's not going to work for you because when it's real, it don't go nowhere. So if that's what you're trying to do, Aries, unfortunately, you may find that this may backfire on you. I do apologize for that. Now, if you are on the receiving end of this, then this is what this person is trying to do. A 2 of Swords. I'm looking at the divine feminine masculine energy, the divine couple. I'm looking at the 10 of Cups. I'm looking at 3 cups, knowing that you're going out and trying to get your mind off things. And I'm looking at you actively pour your energy into moving and into trying to block how you feel about an individual, when really, when we go back to the reflection here, which is the card that's at the top of the deck, when I put the deck to the side, when I've gotten everything that I needed, you know, present energy is giving us a 10 of Cups, and the reflection is the 4 of Wands. This is obviously someone that you want to marry. The question is why are you running from it? You've met your divine partner. This is your equal. And you guys go about things differently, but there's a lot of love here. You know, again, 10 cups and 4 wands that need to be handled. And forcing yourself to forget about them is only going to make you think about them even more. You need to remember that, okay? Definitely. You need to remember that. Like, share, and subscribe to the Marvelous Tribe. It is always a pleasure, Aries. Hopefully you found this helpful this week. This is your recap. I will see you next week when we do it again. Bye, guys.